So, our first lecture for today is Walt Whitman, who wrote in Song of Myself, "A child said, 'What is the grass?' Fetching it to me with full hands. How could I answer the child? I do not know what it is any more than he. I guess it must be the flag of my disposition, out of hopeful green stuff woven. Or I guess it is the handkerchief of the Lord, a scented gift and remembrancer, designedly dropped, bearing the owner's name some way in the corners, that we may see and remark and say, whose. Or I guess the grass is itself a child, the produced babe of the vegetation. Or I guess it is a uniform hieroglyphic, and it means sprouting alike in broad zones and narrow zones, growing among black folks as among white, Canuck, Tuckahoe, Congressman, Cuff. I give them the same, I receive them the same. And now it seems to me the beautiful uncut hair of graves." This week we're talking about Walt Whitman's poem, Song of Myself, which he wrote and which declared his ambition to be the American bard. What Walt Whitman was doing was he was making poetry, something that could be read and loved and appreciated and understood by ordinary people. He started to make people see that poetry wasn't something just for intellectuals to enjoy. Whitman was using stylistic choices in Song of Myself that he used throughout the rest of his work, both when writing poetry and when writing journalism pieces for the newspaper, which consisted of cataloging and lists. And Whitman was one of the first people to use this device in his work, and up to today, people use catalogs and lists to show emphasis in their piece. He, as a journalist, he also did journalistic and encyclopedic listings. And I needed longer. I thought I had 15 minutes.
Yeah, you do. It's still